Hello, here's another update for Marduk, the giant fighting robot. I've done a little work on the head, so the jaw now clears the torso a little easier. And if you peek in there, the head is actually held on with a couple of bolts instead of some crazy doohickey, so the entire head can just be taken off after you undo 2 machine bolts on each side. Makes it a little easier to do maintenance inside of the head. And I've been working on the mounting for the legs. The thing is, I have to take into account the width in between these runners here. So I have been modifying the leg pylons a bit. Which you can see right here. You'll notice that I'm cutting them shorter because the way it was situated in the old hip mounts, the mounting bolts were about 18 inches apart to 2 feet. But with the new wooden runners on the bottom, they're instead about 10 inches apart. So in order to keep a similar proportion, I'm cutting the tops off. That way the legs still more or less look the same, although given the way in how there's going to be the 12-foot gap above this area, I'm probably going to end up making a small sort of like hip armor. So what used to be the hip armor on the side, or thigh/hip armor on the sides here, instead are going to be actual hip armor, sort of like a Gundam-esque combat skirt ideal. And of course we've got our linear actuator all set and ready for installation, and up here is the motor carriage, which goes on the back and hooks onto the snowblower with these 3 brackets right along here. This one I've already cut to the proper size, hopefully. So all I gotta do is mount it and drill these final bolt holes. The linear actuator, little fella right there, is going to be mounted one end onto the chassis and the other end onto this sway bar right here, which you probably have seen in the previous videos, which is part of the steering mechanism. And pretty much this end hooks on to this bolt when it's all installed and makes it so both wheels rotate the same way. I'm going to need to add a few more brackets onto this leg because it's been exposed to some water and the wood's sort of broken down a little bit, but hopefully that shouldn't be an issue. And I've added some reflectors onto the shin, so, you know, looks a little fancier. But that is all for today. Judd McStud is currently on show at a local haunted house thingy, and I'll probably make a small video explaining that over the next week or so. So, until next time, bye-bye.